Welcome back to the Make a Baby podcast. This is episode 98. Today we're talking about the future of fertility, and this is the Healing Mothers movement. So, I've experienced a lot of things in motherhood, and from the time I was trying to conceive all the way through my pregnancy and postpartum, that a lot of women also endure and suffer through. What I've learned is that you shouldn't have to suffer through it the way I did. And you shouldn't have to do it alone. And the more that we can heal up front, the easier conceiving will be, the easier your pregnancy will be, the easier birth will be, and the easier postpartum will be. And what is the mistake that we're all making that I see commonly is that we don't know what to heal, or we don't even know that healing can allow these very important, and some people say rites of passage, these milestones allow them to be easier, because no matter what, all of these milestones, when you do conceive, when you get pregnant, when you give birth and you have postpartum, they're already hard enough. They're already big enough on them all alone by themselves. But then if you add in pain, anxiety, stress, working, if you're in a relationship and if you're a partnership and a marriage, if you have other children, things can get stacked real fast and things can get hard real fast. And nobody prepares you for that. Nobody talks about these things. Nobody talks about how lonely it can be. And there is no village. And most people have to hire people to be their village. There's not a lot of talk about also when you go to conceive that it possibly could be hard. Nobody talks about when you do conceive after years of infertility, that it's going to be hard to accept that you're finally pregnant. And how do you settle into it? How do you accept that you are pregnant and allow yourself to enjoy it? The fear will never go away. The anxiety will never fully go away. But a lot of women, if they've struggled with infertility and have had losses, there is this grip and internal conflict of, I should be enjoying this. I want to enjoy this pregnancy, but I'm terrified. It's very real, and that happens. I hear this daily. We have 91 Reiki babies. 91. And that's why I'll never shut up about this. And that's why I created the Healing Mothers movement. All women should heal with Reiki if they choose to. Because healing with Reiki can really, really change how we experience these big milestones. I believe the more that we heal up front, the more we can identify triggers, pain, memories, traumatic experiences, limiting beliefs. The more of that we can change up front, the easier that these experiences will be and end generational trauma. It will change your family tree. The consequence of not healing is that you could end up with experiences like mine. I was very unhealed. I healed enough with Reiki to open my womb. But what I didn't know was all of my childhood trauma, all of the abuse that I had endured as a child, as an adult, bad relationships, bad choices, womb trauma. All of that came up. All the unhealed stuff. It erupted like a volcano through my pregnancy, definitely through my birth, and definitely made its way known through my postpartum. And it was dark. And a lot of people left my life. I don't share this to be sad. I am a very resilient person. I always have been. But I don't think you should have to be this strong. You shouldn't. No woman should have to be this strong. No woman should have to do this all alone or wonder if this only happens to her. I think stories should be told more about how lonely postpartum is and what to expect on what day. And if you've never experienced birth and you're struggling to accept that you are pregnant now that you are pregnant, it can really also rob you of experiences that are coming up in preparation for birth, because preparation of birth can start now before you are even pregnant. Research all the different methods. Research pain choices. Research your hospital. Go on a tour. I think information is great, but not if you're an overthinker. Pace yourself if you're an overthinker. But with Reiki, it gets to the root cause as to why you're hurting, or you may not be even aware you're hurting, or there might be emotions stuck that you may not be hurting in the moment, but you've been hurt in the past. So healing with Reiki, it heals you on all levels, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and it promotes for a less painful pregnancy, a less complicated birth, a restorative postpartum, because every woman deserves that. I didn't have that. It took me so long, almost 2 years, to come out of my postpartum depression and anxiety. 2 years. I still had to work. I still had to learn how to be a mom. I still breastfed. And somewhere in there, I learned to do Reiki. But it also leads you to feeling lighter and more like yourself, your authentic self, and discover the new you, because we don't go back to being the old us. There's a sense of who you are. It's super special and allows you to connect. Reiki allows you to connect to that in your womb, in your soul, in your being, in all of your chakras. It allows your energy when you're so tired, whether it's because you have morning sickness and you have brain fog and you're growing a tiny human in your uterus, or when you're exhausted from staying up all night with a newborn. The energy goes and it energizes and raises your vibration. And a lot of the time when we're going through these stressful situations, we just need to get to a stable baseline, let alone do heavy lifting to heal and change our family trees. But Reiki, consistently done over time, can help you achieve that. Because at the end of we all want to have our babies. We all want to create these families. But we also want to end generational trauma so they don't have to endure everything you have. You also, this is the missing puzzle piece I see a lot, is we don't have visions of what that looks like. Visions necessarily other than I just want to have a healthy baby and I want to get pregnant. Your birth is going to stay with you forever. And you deserve a positive experience. You deserve to know what is possible. And unfortunately, because of what a lot of the clients I work with spend so much time trying to get pregnant, there's not enough energy spent on exploring what kind of birth is possible until right before. And pregnancy mindset is different than birth mindset, and fertility mindset is different than all of those. So we need to make sure that you're healing throughout. and you're supported throughout, and that you are connected to baby throughout, and that you can transition between all of those milestones seamlessly with healing and support. And that's why I created the Healing Mothers movement. It starts with joining our Reiki Babies Vortex, the Healing Mothers Movement Facebook community, which is free, of course. You can join the Make a Baby membership, and that serves you from preconception all the way to postpartum. And we're getting ready to start a new series because we have 11 pregnant mamas in the membership. And they are going to go through the spiritual pregnancy reset. And this is basically resetting your energy to accept that you're pregnant, to cosmically connect you to your baby, allow you to channel with them, allow you to reduce stress, and allow you to understand what are the purposes of, we have a little guest, his name is Pig. For anyone watching, I have a new puppy, and he wanted held. So, and this pregnancy reset is actually something I wanted to do for a while. I believe that connecting with your baby before they're born is so critical to know how they want to be born, teaching you how to become the parent and the lessons that maybe you need to have wisdom and insight for to help you become the person that they need, and also to help you provide what direction your family is going to go in, because now you're inviting this new energy, this new soul into your family. Let's learn about them. You deserve that. And if I can just help one person, which I've known I've helped more than that through this, so that they don't have to suffer alone and they can then have a higher vibration, I will be happy, because when a mama is healing and she's happier and she's healthier, you know what that means? Your kids are happy and healthier because you are going to be more grounded, more authentically yourself, a whole version of you. And everyone deserves that in your life, especially you most of all. So I want you to go ahead and go to the show notes. I'm going to link the Facebook group in the show notes. And again, that's called the Reiki Babies Vortex, the Healing Mothers movement. And I'm changing how we conceive. I'm changing how we heal. I'm changing how we go through our pregnancies. I'm changing how we go through our birth. And I'm changing how we go through our postpartum, all with Reiki. And I invite you to join our membership. I invite you to send me a DM on Instagram, since you have your phone out, most likely. Send me a DM. My handle is thecarolinasotomayor.com. My handle is thecarolinasotomayor. Until then, until next week, let the Reiki flow and know that you're loved. Frustrated being told you are fine by your doctor, exhausted from negative pregnancy tests every month, wanting a deeper connection on your fertility journey with your spirit baby? The Make a Baby membership is exactly what you need. Using Reiki will help you connect to your spirit baby, heal the trapped emotions blocking fertility, and support you in our life-changing community. With over 90 Reiki babies, we invite you to try the Make a Baby membership for free. Check it out in the show notes. Let's get you pregnant.